What up? What up? What it do? We are back with what's the last? This is
The last WTF Monday was a long time ago, man.
this
Feels
actually
like it's been a minute.
it's been a while, right?
Yeah, I don't. When was it? At least a year, I think. Might be wrong.
This is actually WTG Monday.
Oh yeah.
This is what the Greek Monday.
Okay.
This is what the Greek Monday. It. I mean, if it ain't I ain't never seen a team that's always in the news
What's up,
about
Nathan?
about everything but winning football games. Nate Dogg, what's up?
What's up, Nathan?
We're always in the news about everything but winning football. We eating good, back to back shows.
Yeah.
Hey man, I gotta get on the road tomorrow, so I just wanted to do a little show.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
We'll be traveling again tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Man, it's crazy, right? Like,
Yeah. No, it is.
this organization, dude. Charlene,
Hey, Charlie.
Charlene here early tonight. And this is why we have the back and forth on our lives, because this organization continue to show us stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
They continue to show us stuff like this, stuff that's not related to playing ball, stuff that's not related to nobody getting better.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
just
No, definitely.
everything that's not related to us looking at like a better football team. Bank said, I don't know how to pronounce it. Arizona got released earlier. The whole Cowboy Nation about to make a video on why we should sign him. Oh boy, you know how they do. Somebody
Yeah.
get released. Cowboy Nation run to the internet. Screw boss man fat. R.I.P. Prayers to that family. Yo,
Yeah.
I hate when piece of crap guys. I hate you like you're a scumbag if you get in your car selfishly be drunk and kill an innocent person.
Yeah. That's horrible.
That family probably think they coming home later that night.
Yeah.
You're a scumbag. I hate bastards like that.
I
That's
agree.
why I wish they would have gave that piece of crack me rubs more time than they gave him. He should have got way more time. It's so crazy they don't treat manslaughter. And I had a brother that died by a drunk driver. He got 6
Oh
months.
no. I'm sorry, man. I did not know that.
2009, 19-year-old underage and drunk driving. 6 months in jail.
Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, screw him, Boston. He already was part of another murder.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, he probably got off that, but God got a way of getting you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Karma will get you. Both good and bad karma will get you.
Appreciate it, Nate. That was 2009. I was in my dorm room, sleep like 2 a.m. I got a call
Oh
from
no, that's horrible, man.
Yeah. How many people we got? We got 6 people. Yeah, screw him, man. I hope they throw the book at him. Chris, what's up? What's up, man? Man, much, man. Just a quick show. We always got stuff to talk about, but winning.
Yeah.
We always got everything to talk about, but winning games. Y'all know that.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't winning no games, so we talking about Greek dancing today.
Yeah.
We had our talk about golf. We had our talk about
Paintball.
dinner, paintball.
As if it's gonna equate to wins. We haven't even played a preseason game, let alone a real game, and all of this stuff is going on. So
It's so sad. This is not good. Look at Jerry. Where my money? Appreciate that.
No, and I told it to fit, but like I didn't even know that this whole dancing shit up until like just 40 minutes ago when AD posted this video. I had no clue. And
he did, Nate, dog. He even questioned it.
Yeah. I had no idea about this whole Greek dance and shit. And then I see this and I'm like, at this point, it's beyond funny to me. I'm just like, this is stupid stuff. You're taking it. This is a rhetorical question, but feel free to answer. Does taking Dak Prescott to fucking dancing affect his decision making on the football field? Him throwing picks in a meaningful football game? No. So like, it's annoying to me at this point. I'm just like, You're doing only the Dallas Cowboys. This stuff gets reported that you're taking a quarterback to a Greek dance, and it gets on Twitter. Only the Cowboys. This would happen. I don't know. It's godly. Our fan base, man, is going to get a real kick in their ass whenever we lose. Our first game we lose, whichever one it may be, or however the season may end up going, our fan base is going to get fucking slapped in the face and it just drives me crazy that people are acting like this kind of stuff is going to affect our culture. Is going to improve our culture, not affect our culture, improve our culture. It's like, okay, you take him to Greek dancing, so what? What does that have to do with anything? Like, okay, so what? At the end of the day, Dak still has to go on that fucking football field and make decisions. Is him dancing or Schottenheimer taking him to dancing have anything to do with him throwing picks? Have anything to do with, us going to the playoffs? I don't think so. So, like, miss me with this shit, and it's annoying me.
He said content creators will say the Greek dancing helps Dak recovery.
I know that they will, because I mean, so many of these content creators, man. Like I said it on the last show, that some guys that people have a full Facebook accounts or Instagram accounts or Twitter accounts where they're literally just posting stuff like Dak all of a sudden in OTAs has one arm sleeve instead of two, and that equating to us going to a championship. Idiotic stuff like that. That it just is. But at this point, the fact that dancing makes Twitter is fucking stupid to me. I just find that funny as fuck. It's just like that's ridiculous, man. I don't. It's just beyond stupid to me. I don't get it. I probably will never get it, to be honest with you. But yeah, golly, man, this fan base, this organization is just so low. It's ridiculous. We've fallen so far, man. This is crazy, bro. And I didn't think last year was such a bad year or at least it felt like it was such a bad year that I did not feel like we could get any lower. Personally, for me, I did not think we would be able to get any lower. And they proved to me that they're going lower. So, I don't know. Just so frustrating.
It's beyond frustrating, man. It's beyond frustrating, but it's nothing new. The only thing that hurts me about it is that the fan base will still hype it up, and Jerry won't change because ticket sales are still going to be through the roof. Merchandise sales are still going to be through the roof. So that's the problem, and that's why Jerry he sees no reason. He sees no reason to change. Only time when Jerry changes if his bottom line is affected. A lot of fans threatened to stop watching if he didn't sign Dak, so he signed Dak. Mm-hmm. He said he did it because of the fans.
Exactly.
So and that's why I keep telling people now. You know how many picking jerseys Jerry want to sell this one season?
And he already know he's going to sell it based off of the way our fan base is
reacting. You think Jerry going to be able to sell Pickens jersey by turning around and handing the ball to a running back?
Exactly. And you already know the way our fan base is reacting to it.
I keep telling people that's not how this works. This is about money for Jerry.
It is about money. And our fan base is right there with him, man. Jerry Jones. If you look at Jerry Jones, if you look at our fan base, it's reactionary, and it's not based off of facts and history and like stuff that the Cowboys have routinely done. Because so many of our fan base, like immediately after we lost to the Packers in that playoff game, you remember the day after, so many of our fan base was like, "Oh, I'm not going to go to games and all this shit." And then there's 90,000 fans in a preseason game. Shout out to Savage for saying that. And it's like so many of our fan base is just reactionary like that. They get mad about one thing or they get mad about one game, and then it doesn't change. There's no, So I mean, look, I'm. It's something that we know, but I'm just still speechless at how stupid this fan base is and how stupid this team is, to where shit like this gets reported. It's beyond me, man.
Could you send the link out?
Oh yeah, for sure.
To like Spencer, Savage, Corner.
Oh yeah, sure.
Pretty much to everybody. I just can't do it right now.
Oh, okay. I got you. No worries.
Yeah, RIP to Sly Stone, Charlene, one of the greatest musicians ever. Salute. Nah, 805. Yeah, he my dog. See, here's the thing about Corner. Corner wants to win so bad, and he want
I'm
all
willing
of
to
us.
accept anything.
He want all of us to, have the same thoughts of him because he think it'll translate. He means well. He
Yeah,
think, he
definitely.
think it'll translate to winning. And I agree with him on the winning part. We just part ways when he gets to talking about what Jerry's going to allow Schottenheimer to do, or
Mhm.
what Schottenheimer's going to do being his first year. That's we part ways there with the not even the expectation what you saying he's going to do. Jerry not
Mhm.
giving Schottenheimer to get bro. You think Jerry not bringing Pickens in to just y'all got to know how Jerry works. This is money.
And it's
This ain't Brandon Cooks that he bring in.
what's up, 80? But here's the thing: I don't know why so many of our fans all of a sudden, and I've said this, you've said it for a couple of shows at this point now, a couple of months at this point now. I just don't understand why so many of our fan base thinks all of a sudden, out of the blue, 29 years in, that Jerry Jones is all of a sudden going to give our new head coach complete control over this team. Why now? Like, why all of a sudden, out of the blue, would he decide to do that? It So why not give it to, if that were the case, why not give it to McCarthy or to Garrett or to Wade Phillips or any of the other coaches?
I
So
didn't know.
like,
I didn't even know Chris was in there. What up, Chris?
what's
What's
up?
up?
What up? What up?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the problem, Ishan. Here's the problem. So, and it may seem like the corner seems like that Jerry's doing more for Schottenheimer than he did for McCarthy. It's
Mhm.
not that. It's just that Jerry is all compacted between January and now, so it seems like it's more. Mike McCarthy had the same thing. It was just spread it out.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just that we're
Right.
such in a rut that Jerry has to get all this back to back because we're missing so much.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Versus McCarthy, it was spread out. Because let's not forget he was drafted first round offensive line for McCarthy. Bringing in, he brought in, it was just spread out. But we so bad and need so many pieces that when he got the new coach, he had to go back to back with it. So he did it for McCarthy too. It was just spread out over the years.
Fair
And it
enough.
looks like it's more now because it's all within a few months. But it's
Right.
not more. It's not more than he did for Schottenheimer that he done for McCarthy. It's not that. It's all the same. He brought in receivers,
Yeah.
offensive lines. It's all that he did the same thing.
Yeah. No, and that's my entire point, man. It's just like my entire point is all of a sudden, 29 years in, Jerry Jones is not going to change the way he runs the Cowboys. He has not done it. He's not changed at all. So I just don't understand why all of a sudden, out of the blue, he's going to decide to, hey, you know what? I'm just going to step the fuck back. I'm not going to do the 105 point through the fan. I'm going to just let Schottenheimer completely do his thing. I don't buy it. So,
80 in the house,
what's up,
man.
80? And on top of that, all of this stuff, we haven't even played forget about regular season. We haven't even played a preseason game. And fans are talking about our culture is different or changing. I don't buy it. It's stupid.
Yeah. Well, Vaughn, you got to think about it like this. Not this far, but it's all done within. He's like he hope he can speak it into existence.
Yeah. He
Me and him,
needs
me and him we're gonna always go back and forth because sometimes he just be so far left. We're gonna always go back and forth. If you remember a few years ago, he was saying keep McCarthy and Dak together, and we weren't.
Mm-hmm.
But then when McCarthy got out there and didn't do what Corner expected, Corner was like, get rid of him. So I just think, and yeah, he is a little far left this time, but he's actually upset about the whole Greek dancing thing. He didn't even like that, you know.
It's beyond stupid.
It's
stupid. Like I don't know like how the fuck even if you're like all of us are diehard fans, but even if you're on a delusional camp, I just don't understand taking your quarterback club to Greek dancing and what the fuck does that have to do with anything? That's stupid. It means nothing.
Not to no veteran or Hall of Fame quarterback that's done this. Not going back there doing that. But y'all purposely set the camera up. That could have been private. We didn't have to see that.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be public.
I'm taking my quarterbacks to any guy from any era that's a Hall of Famer that was accurate, that knew how to read defenses, that knew how to get rid of that ball quick. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing Peyton Manning in. I'm sitting him down in my quarterback room with all my quarterbacks, showing him, hey, man, looking at all of them. Hey, Dak, this one, woo-woo, Milton, woo-woo, the other boy, him. Like, dude,
well, great.
That's what I'm doing. That's you want to talk about culture? Bring in a veteran. Hell, bring in Tony Romo. He might be one of the best on the field, but he knows the game.
Right. Yeah.
He knows the game. Bring in Troy. That's you want to impress me. Do that with your quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that with your quarterbacks and impress me. But Greek dancing?
Yeah.
They was laughing at us on Twitter. Somebody tagged a Philly player and said, "Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about." He said, "LOL." The Philly player, he was a cornerback, I think. He said, "LOL, man, you can't make this up." I said, "Look at that. It's so embarrassing."
That's sad, man.
And he put the laughing emoji, said, "You can't make this up." I'm like, oh my god,
golly.
Yeah, it's low when the Eagles fans are like, Eagle fans and players are trolling us.
Trolling us bad.
Yeah.
They laughing at us.
Yeah,
they
because we're a laughable organization. We're run laughably. That's just what it is.
Not just dancing, Vaughn. Greek
dancing. And look, I'm all for experiencing different cultures and stuff, and I'm all for learning different things. I do that even in my own free time and apply it to my work. But it's just, I just don't understand why. Like, if you want to take these guys, like you said, Fifth, privately to get together and stuff, okay, whatever. Like, it means nothing in terms of winning or practicing, but more power to you. But the fact that this was posted on Twitter is what's pissing me off. You're posting this publicly as if it means something, and they look stupid with this stuff. It's so you're not so to understand this correctly, you're not improving the culture by improving Dak's practice habits, by telling him how to not by helping him in terms of quarterback play. No, you're gonna go to Greek dancing and posting that publicly. Fucking miss me with it. I don't want to hear it. It's just idiotic, man. I don't know.
It doesn't belong in football.
No, it doesn't.
Bro, it doesn't. It makes no sense, man. It's so ridiculous. Like,
this type of stuff is it makes no sense, bro.
80 in the house. What up, brother?
What's up, Eddie?
Hey, how's it going, Eddie?
Hey, what's going on? Everybody good?
Yeah, man.
Man. Everybody good.
I work tomorrow.
Not a WTF Monday, WTG with the Greek Monday.
What the Greek Monday?
80, man, I only found out about this Greek dancing bullshit through your video, man. Stupid stuff, man.
I saw it on Instagram.
No, I didn't know about it. Fifth told me after I saw your video that last show was, he brought it up. I didn't know about it up until you played your video. Just ridiculous stuff. It's beyond stupid.
I might go down there and hold up a sign because I'll be in the Fourth Ward area this week.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll be in the Fourth Ward area this week, man. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Be over there Wednesday. Then I'm gonna head out to AZ, and then I'll be headed back.
Oh, okay. Shit, man.
Yeah.
You hauling.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. They paying me, man.
Well, there you go. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember them days. Woo, I can't do that no more, man.
Hey, look, this my first time being OTR.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, more power to you, man. Get more paper, man. More power to you.
Yeah, I got goals. Man. So that's why it's not long term. It's not long term at all.
There you go. Yeah.
It's not long term. But
yes, sir.
I ain't even I'm not even gonna ask that question because I know that wouldn't have been a thing in the 90s. But
no way.
I know that I ain't even get to see a video yet, 80. But what's your thoughts on this whole? What Schottenheimer is considering culture building, man? Do you think this is set up for a downfall, man? Or we going too hard on Schotty?
Well, we're all grown. Everybody has a right to go hard on anybody that they want to. Mm-hmm. You have a right to be hard on your kids when they've been acting up in class, when they haven't been doing their work, turning in their assignments. When they have a history, a resume of failure, as a parent, you're going to go hard. So I think we look at the Dallas Cowboys as our kids because we love the Cowboys. and we want what's best for them, just like our kids. I have to use that as an example so people can understand, because a lot of people don't want to understand. They're in denial, and they're one-track minded. They're Pleasantville Cowboys fans, and it's that's the only way I can look at it. That's the only way I can use it to help myself understand. But there's so many different ways. There's so many different ways you can look at this. Herschel Walker back in the day was a ballet guy. In college, he was ballet. He was all about footwork because he was speed and power, but no finesse. Herschel Walker was one of the most talented, gifted, athletically sounded running backs, NFL player, period, in football history. He was up there with Bo. He was one of the fastest guys. He wasn't the fastest, but he was pretty fast. He was powerful. He was a downhill north and south runner. He'll run you over. He was a talented guy, and he felt that keeping the ballet scene, even through his tenure with the Cowboys, would help him. There was logic behind why he was doing it.
Right. Yeah.
There's no logic. There's no logic. It looked like they were goofing off to me. It didn't look like a school where they were doing drills and steps and coordination drills and steps to help them with their game. Yeah. It just looked like they were just going out somewhere and like it was a reality show, and they were going and they were just goofing off. Yeah. That's what it looked like. It didn't look serious. So that's why the red flags and the antennas and the questions and the concerns are coming up, because nobody's understanding what's going on here. These are things the players are supposed to know. If you know, Dak Prescott knew he had bad feet coming into the NFL. Yeah, he knew it. This is something he could have. You don't need no. If you all about your craft, man, you don't need no coach to help you do those things.
Exactly.
It's really, really getting out of hand as well, because I heard this morning. I don't know if y'all heard this, but Michael Parsons had called. We had a real bad storm here last night. I mean, our power was out for like an hour and a half. It was real bad.
My tree fell down.
So, Michael Parsons called Shotty and asked him if he was okay.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but I'm like, that's a grown man, dog. I mean, like, we're not cool. I'm your coach, man. I'm your father.
Yeah.
I'm your coach. I'm not your friend. It's going too far. I get what he's trying to do, but you got to be a leader of men, and they have to be able to respect you and follow you.
Yeah.
That's being a leader of men. We're not your friends. There's no general, there's no sergeant, there's no lieutenant, there's no admiral in history that were friends with the privates.
Yeah.
You going out here on the battlefield, dog. I don't need nobody playing around and jumping around and dancing and stuff. Say, man, we here to fight. They trying to take us out, man. We on the battlefield, dog. And y'all out here playing around. This ain't no joke, man. Do y'all realize y'all been losing for 30 years?
Yep.
Somebody gotta remind me or remind them of what's going on. I think when they put on that star and when they walk them halls and all that fame and all that fortune, it takes away the common sense. Like, say, man, we here to do a job, man. I ain't here to play around with y'all, man. If it ain't nothing that's gonna help my game, dog, and shit, say, man, I gotta go. I gotta bounce. I can't do this, man. This ain't no. And for all the Cowboy fans to see this, man, it's just like, say, man, you can't help but be like, what the hell is going on? But there's gonna be somebody out there that's going to be like, oh, that's going to condone this bullshit. Yes. And you know what? It might be, if it helps, cool.
Great.
But right now, this minute, We haven't seen him play a game. We haven't seen him in full pads in practice yet. We haven't seen anything yet. So right now in the I think season, a phrase that I created, right now it looks goofy as hell. It don't look right. It don't look functional. It don't look normal. It looks very just unorthodox. Like, really, dog? Come on, man. Y'all got to come with it, dog. Y'all behind. We to me, we're ranked last in the NFC East. To me, right now, to me. So y'all, you got some work to do, man. And you can't leave not one stone unturned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for sure. Danny Savage,
Facts, 1980.
What's up? What's up? No,
What's up,
facts.
Oh, what's up, Savage?
What's up?
You got the Carhartt jacket too, man.
Nah, yo, I don't know where it is, but I had it. I rocked that every day, bro. I used to. When I was a kid, I was a laborer. I was always outside, man. Yeah. But I had the coat. Yeah, definitely, man.
man.
Because I can't picture our players in the 90s in a circle doing Greek dancing.
It means nothing to this. Means nothing. The fact that my thing is entirely the fact that it's reported publicly as if it means something. You want to do it in your private, God bless you. But the fact that they're reporting this publicly on Twitter is beyond stupid to me.
When Jimmy Johnson was at Miami, first of all, their spring workouts were like practices for the season.
Right. Yeah.
Long story short, first day of camp, it's like the third play into camp. One of the guards goes down with a compound fracture of his leg. He's like, all right, move it up 20 more yards. Let's compete. Next play.
Yeah.
They left the kid back there to get it's next man up. He's doing exactly what his dad did. I don't think this is the team or the era to do stuff like that. Because back then there was no there was no internet. There was not seeing all this shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But Charles Haley says it the best. He goes, Jerry Jones built you the stadium. You're all a bunch of losers. That's Charles Haley saying that. Charles Haley did a show recently. He said, there's not one dog on this team.
No.
There's not one leader on this team. That's Charles Haley saying that.
Yeah.
And we've said that in the past, man. It's just so frustrating. And I've been saying this when 1980 just said it. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I think we're at the bottom of the NFC East. I really do. I don't see the Giants. I don't see the Giants dancing. I don't see the Philadelphia Eagles dancing.
At least publicly, we're not seeing it. That's my thing. If they're doing it, it's not reported on Twitter like it's fucking a big deal.
Them guys trying to figure out how to win again.
Exactly. It's like
that ain't even their culture. They fan base won't even go for that.
Yeah.
No way.
No way.
Everybody's seen Rocky 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen the first two, but not the third one.
Remember Rocky at the beginning, he was kicking everybody's ass.
Mm-hmm.
When it was coming on, remember? And he got his money, got him a new house, got him a new mansion, Rolex watches, fur coats, cars, everything. He got a house right across the street from Muhammad Ali. Then he kind of got soft.
Yeah.
Clubber Lang was coming up, and he was serious. He was training hard. He was like, man, I need a shot. I need a shot at the title. I can beat this guy. Give me a chance. I need a shot. And when Rocky was training for that fight, he was hot dogging, kissing the girls, hitting bubbles with his fist, riding a bike that stood still, had all this glamorous stuff on. He wasn't serious. But Clubber Lang was serious. He was in a hard gym with nobody by himself. He was hungry. He was growling. He was lifting weights. He was from the streets. He was a dog, and he was serious. And when it was game time, when it was fight time, he whooped Rocky's ass because he was ready. Everybody else around us is Clubber Lane, and we're that Rocky because we got the money, we got the stardom, the glitz, the glamour, the red carpet, the suits, the big contracts, and all that stuff. Everybody else around us, they done figured us out. They good.
Yo, in real boxing,
You know what's good about that? You know what's
Mike
great
Tyson.
about that? Your point is it's so crazy how you related to this team. Not only in that aspect, 80, but if you remember in Rocky 3, remember when Mickey, after Mickey died,
Mm-hmm.
always told Rocky, live in the gym.
Yeah.
Live in the gym. What did Rocky do? Rocky let the cameras and the public in and let them watch him train in that crowded hotel.
Yep.
And where was Lane training at? By himself.
By himself.
Man.
No cameras, no nothing. Rocky wanted the distraction because he was high and mighty. In that ballroom, he let them watch him train and everything. Lane was over there locked in by himself. No cameras, no nothing. So that was a good point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to add to that.
No, go ahead.
With the real box and all that, you know what that reminds me of, Biff? You know Mike Tyson, right?
Of course.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
Of course, Mike Tyson.
So, I don't know if you all remember this 1980 and Savage. Like, have you watched Mike Tyson in his prime?
Man.
Oh yeah.
Remember Mitch Green? Like he was talking trash to him, like saying, "I'm gonna kill you." Mike Tyson, he's soft and all that. Like that's what that Rocky scene reminded me of. Like Mitch Green, like he was he was from the streets, gang leader and all that. But the difference was he talked so much trash. And when it comes to fighting Mike Tyson, I'll give him some respect because he did fight 10 rounds into them, but he let those cameras and those fame and all that got to the best of him. Mike Tyson ended up beating him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Good point. Good point.
There was a middleweight champion of the world, Marvin Hagler. In my opinion, he retired undefeated because I personally don't think Sugar Ray Leonard won that fight against him.
That was a close one.
You don't think Sugar Ray won that fight?
They gave it to Sugar Ray, but Marvin Hagler did not lose. And he got robbed like that, he instantly retired. But before that, he said, when you're living in that $2-3 million house in how you got silk sheets on your bed, it's hard to get out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning to go run 10 miles.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
That other kid down the street that's sleeping on the floor in the summer because it's 100 degrees outside, but sleeping on the floor is colder. He's hungrier. That's like boxing. That's like MMA, and that's like football too, man. And
it's a heart thing, I think, at the end of the day when it comes to those things.
He lost before Sugar Ray anyway. He lost before that.
Yeah.
He lost to Bobby Watts. He lost to Bobby Watts. And what was the other cat name he lost to? It was in Boston. Willie Monroe. He lost before. It's just after that he went on a long winning streak, a long one. Like
Yo, you say that. You want to hear something funny?
Like
there's a video out there. Floyd Mayweather got knocked the fuck out. Yet it's been erased from the internet because the guy that knocked him out failed a piss test. Knocked his ass out first quarter. In the first round. Knocked him out.
Wow, I did not know that.
But I watched that fight on the internet. No, I watched VHS in the late 90s with him, Sugar Ray. I think Sugar Ray got the best. It went 12 rounds. I think Sugar Ray got the best of him. I think Sugar Ray landed more better, cleaner punches than Marvin Hagler did. I think most people saying Marvin Hagler won because of the power punches he was throwing, but I think Sugar Ray landed more cleaner punches.
But you know this, it comes down to that theory. When you're the champ, you gotta beat
You gotta
convincingly beat him.
You have to keep it.
To take that belt. And
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't think Hagler fought again after that fight.
No, that was his last fight. 1987. That was his last fight. He was done.
Yeah.
And that was in Vegas. That was like a season pass. I'm a big box fan. But that Rocky analogy was great, Aiden, because
but definitely.
Rocky wanted them cameras trained in that hotel room, that ballroom.
The real work is done in
private. Flexing with the cameras on. He was hyped.
Listen,
and Lane, Clubber Lane was off to himself, getting lasered in. Tunnel vision. That's what's going on now. That's what goes on every year with this organization. Glitz and glamour, flashiness. Why are we seeing these guys Greek dancing?
Yeah, why is it public?
I don't care about Shotty playing golf with this team.
Who cares?
Who gives a crap? What does that mean? Why you ain't take your quarterbacks who might have to step in for Dak, because we know, knock on wood, who might have to step in for him? Why you ain't bringing a Peyton Manning or another veteran to show you guys the tricks and the trades of being a good, accurate quarterback? Why you ain't sitting down in a room that we couldn't see? Surprise us. For one, don't surprise us. Let us know in season why Dak accuracy got better. Let us know in season why Dak reading the defense is better. His footwork better. Yeah, man, all season Dak, him, Joe Milton, and they was training with, we brought in. Why we can't see it? They just showed us Tyron working out with a guy, Tyron Smith down there with Tyler Guyton right now. I saw a picture. They should have kept that quiet. They just showed every single thing. That's why every time, that's how we got Parsons. Because Jerry was running his mouth about C.J. Horn and Pat Surtain all offseason.
Yep.
And them teams said nope, and they acted like we wanted Parsons. No, we didn't. We wouldn't even think about him.
If Tyron Smith was at the facility,
he was.
He's on emergency dial for this season. Remember this?
Yeah. I didn't know Unsix was in here. Yeah,
I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that either.
He's on speed. He's this year's Jason Peters.
That makes sense.
Second one of these tackles go down.
He hasn't retired yet.
I thought he retired.
Yeah, they will move again, and it's unclear exactly where they're repeating. They are repeating orders.
Oh, gee, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, Tyron, he retired, but they got him there working with Tyler Guyton. They play the same position. Uncensored, my boy, what's up?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Uncensored. Yeah.
I think he's muted.
I think he's muted, yeah.
I'm glad that boy is safe.
Can you hear me?
There you go, dog.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I was coming out of the mountains.
Oh, nice.
Another word.
Put the kids to bed.
There you go.
There you go.
Censored is live.
Let's go.
There you go. I knew that was coming.
What's going on, fellas?
How you
It's
doing?
going good.
I knew that was coming.
I hear y'all don't like y'all salsa dancing, Greek tap dance, Scottish polka head coach.
Fucking retarded.
No, we don't like it.
They're gonna get Steve Urkel to come in there and teach them how to polka and
Yeah, I
dance.
did not know that.
Now this is what I want to see right here.
Yeah, I like that.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, 1980, thank you for that shout out last week with me finishing up my education.
Oh yeah,
And
man.
thank you for the reference. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
I like that. I got kids. I want them to be, like you. So,
Yeah. Oh, did I mention I wasn't on scholarship either?
Oh man, see,
Yeah.
You had to work even harder then.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
That's work. Good deal, man.
I
My coach took culture seriously up there.
I actually like that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyron being out there with Tyler Guyton, I like that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I really, you don't see me back on my bad corner. No, I didn't see you, brother.
Ooh.
About a fight, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I gotta go. I have work tomorrow. Thanks for having me.
All right, Chris, take it easy, man.
Yeah. Oh, y'all take care.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
So yeah, we got Tyler Guyton. Tyron down there teaching him a few things, which is good. And I really do, and he might be on standby. That might be a true thing.
That might be true, honestly.
100%. But does he have to clear waivers, or is he just free to sign with whoever you want?
We brought one of the McCown brothers came back and he had good waivers. I like that too, dog.
But keep it private. That's my intent.
Cowboys corner, how your Monday night?
Fantastic.
As always.
Yep.
As always.
How are you guys?
Man, JB, what's up? We good, man. Everybody good, you know. We alive, we breathing. Had a little, you know, unfortunate situation happened in his hometown. You know, luckily he wasn't there, not there in that mess with fools out there killing each other on the Vegas Strip. So
yeah,
that's Vegas.
Yeah, there's even riots going on in downtown LA. I haven't. That's far away from me, but yeah, I got calls yesterday, like out of the blue, like from so many people. Like I didn't know what was happening, and there's like riots going down in downtown LA. I had no idea up until yesterday.
What is that?
I don't know.
The ICE. It's the Latino.
Oh yeah, the immigration stuff.
Trump and the ICE thing. Oh, they is burning stuff down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Burning it down bad.
But see, the problem though is I wouldn't have a problem if these government workers exposed their face, gave us the name like a public servant should.
Yeah.
It's every police department's policy to ID to the public when asked. ICE is no different.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
They're supposed to go first, last name, and whatever their shield number is, or their some of them have like payroll number instead of a shield number. But you can walk. You're supposed to be able to walk up to a random officer at any point in time and ask him the ID, and he's supposed to ID. You're actually allowed to ask for his police credentials. He's supposed to show you his official police ID on demand.
And you can go to the courthouse and pull a FOIA request and get their salaries, their write-ups, their body cams, everything about them.
Yeah, anything in their jacket. Yep.
Okay, but you have to realize though, a federal officer can do a lot more than the local police officer.
They still on the same constitution.
They still got the same constitution.
They to protect and defend the same constitution. Period.
You want to know what's crazy though? Gang wardens don't need a warrant to board your boat.
They're
the only police officers that they can walk into a place of business or a watercraft without a warrant.
I got one better. A game warden can check your vehicle, top to bottom. A game warden can walk right into your house without a warrant. You know why? Because
they're the only police force.
The second you sign your name to the hunting license or fishing license, you just gave up that freedom. Just like when you operate a vehicle on a public road, you already you already have to give a breath test. Or if not, you get charged for not giving a breath test. When you operate a vehicle on the road, you have to, or the fine is double. But a game warden is because our wildlife crimes are so much harder.
It's the Endangered Species Act. Yep.
They can it's crazy, man. A cop, a doctor, or like DIFUS or like human services can walk into your house and take your children.
That's crazy.
Without a warrant.
Well, that's why you never open the door. That's why you never open the door. But see, another reason why the game wardens have that right is because we have something called the plain view doctrine. Whenever you're out and about, you open yourselves up to so much exposure versus in your house and privacy. So the game warden will use the plain view doctrine to take things, confiscate things, and to search things without a warrant because you're more open to the public than anything else.
But only the game wardens are allowed to do that. If a regular beat cop saw you with, let's say, an illegal fish, they're not allowed to do it.
Hey, look,
but they can call the game warden on your ass.
Yeah, if they look the other way, probably.
There's something funny about the game warden. When we was younger fishing, me and my homies, before we didn't care about fishing lights. We didn't know how serious it was. Bro, we be fishing. We look back, we see that green truck coming. Bro, we take everything we have and throw it in the river.
Because you don't know what you got.
Y'all don't know. We ain't fishing. We just out here enjoying this river, man. We not fishing. We throw everything. I'm talking about we throw reels, man. We throw it all the way in the water.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, but you see, like that's just stupid. Because if I was the game warden and someone bitched, I'd be like, "You're complaining that kids are fishing. I mean, would you rather have them out on the street doing other stuff? They're fishing. I mean, you just gotta.
I mean, kids play basketball in the street and people call the police on them.
Yeah, and that's
kids don't need a fishing license either.
And that's when usually you don't need a fishing license to 16, but that's when you tell the caller.
In Nevada.
But that's when you tell the caller, like, what? Do you want these kids breaking into cars, robbing people, and you're bitching that they're playing? So I guess when you was a kid, you never played ball in the street, and that's how officers have to talk to the people that are calling cops on kids playing ball out in the street, or they're riding their bicycle. I'm like, come on, bro, we all did that. So I
don't even know why they respond to those calls.
Exactly why.
Because then the dispatcher gets, because it's all recorded. I would just hang the. I'm shutting up.
I done seen them get at some people like, bro. I done seen gang boys act crazy.
They have bad reputations.
I mean,
they oversee my whole industry.
Like if you in the South, they roam. They roam like police do,
especially in Florida. They are ridiculous in Florida.
They on payroll like Border Patrol down here where I'm at. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They everywhere, bro. I'm serious, man. If you ain't got them license, bro, listen. And then say for instance you out there fishing or you hunt where, because you got certain areas over here you can't hunt in. It's just certain areas you can't hunt at. If they catch it or they hear gunshots and you run to your house, they don't need no warrant to come in there.
You know how much prison time you can get catching a fish illegally?
Yeah,
I know. They just got a dude up in Seattle a couple years ago. It's like 5 years of fish or some shit like that. It's ridiculous. No, I'm not lying.
He ain't lying.
It's true.
You can get 20 years in some cases.
There was a guy up in so the United States Endangered Species Act basically bars a lot of fish. And it says they go only off of the wild population numbers. And so there are Asian arowanas that come in every color in the rainbow. But you are only allowed to sell 3 of them in the United States. There was a guy up in Seattle because Canadian laws are different. He used to drive across the border and get them imported into Canada and then smuggle them across the United States. They caught him with 5 of them. They gave him 15 years. Five years per fish.
Wow. I did not know that.
They do not play about endangered species and the ban stuff on there at all.
That's crazy.
And
in Texas,
the game wardens are the ones that caught him.
In Texas, you shoot a deer outside of hunting season, it's your ass.
Man.
Yeah.
It's your ass. If you accidentally shoot a deer outside of hunting season, it's your ass.
There's no such thing as accidents. There's no such thing as accidents.
You got to use that.
They don't even consider it.
No sound. Yeah. I've never had a bad experience with one, but I've heard a lot of.
Oh, you don't have to worry about the sound. All you have to do is worry about a game warden camera. That's it.
Yeah,
camouflage in the tree, strapped right to it. Oh yeah.
They're big into drones. Where the drone will be 2 miles away and it'll be looking at you.
State troopers in Kansas are using drones to catch speeders.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend you hunt deer in the summer anyway. You'll be at the doctor.
Well, I know down like I think it's South Carolina. They open up like what, August 15th? I mean, that's very early deer season. That's
I was always told you hunt in the winter after they gut load themselves.
Yeah, you got Boeing season November 1st. You got Boeing season first.
Because you know they got the bacteria that they have in the summer, you know, for the warm weather. You better put some deer you already had in your deep freezer out because you gonna kill summertime.
If you got a buddy that makes deer jerky and you ain't tried it, you're missing out. Deer jerky beats beef jerky any day of the week.
It's outrageous.
That shit's too tough.
Of course, OG thinks it's too tough. He don't know what jerky is.
Nobody that got the automatic restriction on their license. And OG got the automatic CDL restriction. He can't drive a 10-speed. I don't want to hear that from OG.
He can't drive a 10-speed manual, but an Eaton 10 all day long.
He can drive ultra shift.
Yeah, ultra shift, auto shift.
Isn't the industry going more automatic?
It is.
Most of the new ones are all automatic. I know fuel trucks out here are still manual.
It's because they changed the law. Instead of the young generation learning how to drive a stick,
Yeah.
They're doing all their testing on the automatics, and then if they just do automatic testing, then that's all they can drive.
You know, I told my daughter, I said, if you want an anti-theft device, get a manual.
There was a girl.
Definitely stuck in the driveway trying to steal your car.
Right.
That was a girl in orientation with me, sweet girl. She's from Louisiana. We got halfway through.
Hey, Fifth, how's your backing?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Orientation.
Golly.
They call her.
How's your backing, Fifth?
Oh, gee, I've been trucking over a decade. Come on.
I ain't asked you. I asked you, how's your backing?
God damn.
They called her to the office, and she came back mad, like, look, they disqualified me. I said, why? She was like, I got an automatic restriction. All they got is 10. I was like, man, I didn't know you had the auto restriction. So they had to.
Yeah. They're about to be outlawed here in a minute. That shit's about to get gone. And that piss test shit's about to be gone too.
I doubt that.
They'll never get rid of piss
Pat
tests
Carr,
for federal.
Not the piss test.
It'll never
I'm talking about the stuff that they put inside the truck. That's come from hog piss.
I thought they were going to do hair tests. I thought
do that too.
No, not that. I'm talking about the for what they use for the fuel, not our fuel, but our death. Our death. Yeah, that's hog piss.
Well, if you buy it from the gas station, of course it is. You got to buy DEF in bulk. And
they're about to get rid of that. That's about to go off too.
Oh, gee, you think hog piss can run through an engine?
Huh?
You think hog piss can run through an engine? DEF is not hog piss.
I can't hear you. What?
Never mind. So anyway, let's get back on topic, y'all.
Thank you. Let's move on to bigger things.
That we
the IT headphones.
What you say? What you say, Sean?
Nothing.
The IT headphones. The IT headphones.
I got sugar earphones on. Something you don't know about.
Pull that mic 2 inches from your mouth, please.
Yo, you sound like you're right next to me.
That is Parrot earphones.
It's too
close. Pull it 2 inches away.
Put it away a little bit.
It's the IT headphones, man.
Oh my God! Now you act like you
Oh, gee, pull the mic.
Oh, my mic bothering you? My mic way over here.
There you go.
There we go.
Yes.
That's better.
That's better?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. God bless you. Everybody feeling well today? Doing well? Treating each other with respect and love, right?
Always, my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, you sound like a 20-year-old inmate that just got out of prison.
No, I sound like your daddy. I sound like your father, young man. You need to start showing love and respect. You need to start showing love and respect to people, and watch your mouth when you talk to people. Be careful.
Tell him, OG. Tell him, OG. Tell him.
Yeah.
You need to learn that.
That's what a 21-year-old inmate.
No, that's what a grown man. That's what a grown man, old grown man will tell you, and they ain't afraid to tell you.
Oh,
negative.
He said. You see my
positive talk.
All right, OG. We back on topic, OG.
Okay, I have to move it.
He said, "Did you see a video of Michael Parsons calling Brian Schottenheimer to say goodnight?" Yo, what?
That's kind of a joke.
Wait, you didn't hear that? It's on.
That's
a TikTok trend.
That's a
Don't
TikTok
overreact.
trend.
That's a TikTok trend.
They calling grown men to tell them. They say, I just want to hear your voice and tell you good night.
Yeah, it's a TikTok trend. Ex-wives are doing it to their husbands.
Yo, that shit is fucking hilarious.
It's
There's
the
so
funniest
many
shit in the world.
Oh my God,
The other night, Uncensored told OG his headset sounded like he was a dispatcher. Hilarious. It was so funny.
Breaker.
Yeah, but I didn't see that. But yeah, we cool. We just want to talk about this Greek. Corner, you said you cool with other stuff, but what about the Greek dance that don't sit well with you?
I put out a video too. It got released today on this topic.
Okay.
Shout out to 1980. He did the same thing. I'm okay with going to dinner. I'm okay with playing golf, going bowling, because you're team building in a sense. Okay, you take the quarterback locker room and you single it out, and you go Greek dancing for the world to see. And then not only are you just dancing, Joe Milton, I get it. We're humans. We're gonna live life. But there's a video of big-ass Joe Milton
It's so stupid.
Dancing crazy. So you guys gotta remember, everybody is built and wired different. I mean, everybody on this panel thinks different, acts different, dress different, looks different. Everybody's different, right? Same thing with the locker room. There's going to be guys on this team that looks at that dancing and says, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
So you could lose the locker room with actions like this. Everything Schottenheimer built up to this point, culture-wise, he could lose a couple of heads in the locker room. Like, this is not what you do to build culture. Like, the going on dinner, building culture, this is what you expect from me. This is what I expect from you type of conversations are happening. Bowling, I'm sure that's happening too, because you got to wait your turn, so you're having side conversations, right? Playing golf, same thing, having side conversations because you got to wait your turn. But going public, dancing, learning traditional Greek dance, you probably lost 10% of your locker room in the instant of a post. That's why I don't like this right here, this type of culture building. Now, if the quarterbacks did it on their own, I don't care. But the head coach that's trying to build this culture, exposing this for the world to see, exposing this for 31 other teams to see.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly. And I used that word in my video.
I just think that it's public. My entire problem is that it's public.
When Miami played Penn State in the national championship game, I'm going back a long time ago, they came off the airplane in army fatigues, head to toe camo. Then they had a dinner set up. Jerome Brown took his clothes off. He had the camo. He goes, bro, when these guys go to war, do they sit next to each other to have dinner? And he said, F them, we're out of here. And Jimmy Johnson and them all walked out of there. I don't know, man. It's just, I know we live in a different world, a different society, but still at the end of the day, that's a violent game. And blink of an eye, like we saw with Buffalo with the kid, you know, he was literally dead on the field for a minute when they started doing chest compressions on him, man. It's one hit the wrong way, you're in a Davil Stingley, you're in a wheelchair the rest of your life. I don't know. I just disagree with it. But like I said, I'm wired wrong. Not wired wrong. I'm just wired differently. I just can't. Yeah. I don't know.
Yo,
but
he's a clown, man.
Who is?
The cat named Clarence Hill Jr.
My biggest problem with it is that he's creating a relationship where it's going to be harder to discipline.
Right.
Because he's too close. Right. He's getting too close. There needs to be a healthy barrier in between coaches and players.
Yeah.
And there should be an even bigger barrier between players and owner. But it's gonna they're becoming friends, and the players need to be friends, not the coaches. The coaches don't need to be friends with the players. The players need to be friends with each other. They need to trust each other on the field. The players need to believe in the coaches, that the coaches is going to put them in the right situations, make the right subs, and manage the game the right way. And I feel like it's just, when I worked in a nightclub, I had a GM that used to go out and party with some of the girls at the day pools. Those same girls would show up late for work. They call off last minute, and none of them got disciplined ever. And what it did was, like Corner just said, it built animosity amongst the other ones that didn't go out and hang out with the GM, that these girls were getting away with shit that they didn't think that they could because they had built a relationship outside of work with management. And that's what my worry is with these guys hanging out. Because I'm like, these are fucking dates. You take your girl out to eat. I'm taking my girl to putt-putt. Me and my girl have gone dancing.
Right.
Like, I want them to, if the players are organizing these activities and going out as a group, that's one thing. But for it to be initiated, well, it appears to be initiated by the coaches, that rubs me the wrong way.
A long, long time ago, we had a safety, Charlie Waters. He said he's seen Tom Landry smile only twice. And those happened to be Super Bowl victories of him being on people's shoulders. They say he was as cold as ice. Tom Landry.
I don't know. I don't know. So shout out to Mike for the super chat. So the problem is that Schottenheimer wants to be buddy with the players. He's more focused on what's happening off the field opposed to on the field. Let me tell y'all something. Growing up, I don't know if anybody else's household like this. I can only speak for black people. I'm not being racist. Listen,
am I 3%?
Mike, not you.
I knew we were going there.
Are you rounding up?
You 3%.
If I round up, it'll be 5%. So let's round up. My 5%.
Golly.
Our folks will tell us, I'm not your friend. I'm your parent.
Yeah.
We're not act like they would let us know to remind us, like, we got out of line. I'm not one of your little friends you play with outside. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Mike, you know, if you grew up in the hood,
oh yeah.
You got 3%, but you grew up in the hood.
I did grow up in the hood. That did definitely happen.
Facts. So our parents would tell us, like, I'm not your little friends outside you play with, talk to like that.
Yeah.
He's trying to create a different type of relationship with these guys and stuff. Be their coach first. That's what I want. I want them to be their coach.
Yeah. No,
be their head coach first. Be Brian Schottenheimer, the head coach of this team first. Don't be nothing else first, man. Let them know who you are first. Don't let them see. First of all, the fact that and I'm not taking into account him doing the prank about calling saying good night.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want my players to play with me like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just call your other teammates. Don't call me.
Yeah, that's not something you do with her.
Yeah,
that's like you calling your boss.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Go ahead, corner.
No, that's a good. I was just giving you a acknowledgement of that. That's a good point. And trust me, guys, I'm still on board with this culture building that he's doing. But I feel like, and with Fitz saying what he's saying about the call, I 100% get that. Brock Hoffman did it too. To the majority of the offensive line players. It's on his TikTok page. But he didn't call Schottenheimer. He called his fellow offensive line players. And so Micah calling Schottenheimer, and Micah is supposed to be the leader on this team. So what precedent does that set? Is that relationship already tarnished in a sense of Micah's going to do what he wants and not respect Schottenheimer as the head coach? So there is a line being drawn, and it has to be drawn. And so it's just like now the honeymoon's over. You're our coach. You went on these things. You did this. Now it's time to get ready for training camp. Get your ass in the office. Start studying tape. Build this playbook with your coaches that you hired and get your ass to work. It's time now.
And to tag along to that, to be honest, respectfully, I appreciate Parson you still showing up. But, bro, man, listen, you ain't even signed yet, bro. You got a spat going on with the Jones, and you want to record yourself calling me? Come on, man. I got to play with your other linebackers, Dak, or any other veteran that's been here long enough with you. But come on, man. Like, it's just certain things you got as a head coach. You got to set in the play without even saying it. They got to know it's just certain things they can't do. And I'm not putting too much in that call, but I'm just saying it plays a big factor in the type of environment you're probably already going to have. Once you get too close and buddy with certain players, they won't respect you. I'm not saying they won't respect Shotty, but it's just certain things that won't resonate with them as a head coach. I'm not saying they won't respect them, but certain things, it could come a point where you do scream at somebody. They be like, man, who do you think he talking to? Because they're not used to you doing it. And I'm not saying grown men gonna scream at other men, but sometimes coaches get loud, at players, and they can take it away, and you can lose them. They can lose. I ain't rocking with him. Stay quiet. I ain't cool with him, man. He screamed at me last week.
Yeah.
Because you used
well, maybe they can come with him with it's a strategy maybe behind all this, because remember back in the days they had guys that go out and just get in trouble, like Sam Williams and that boy that just got arrested. Now he got to do life for that boss man fat. Maybe he's trying to create like, hey man, if there's some issues, I can come to you and talk to you about it instead of you going out and you catching another case. There's issues behind that. We still got a lot of problem kids that Sam Williams that needs to be held accountable for his actions. He need to stay out of jail. So if he can come to Scotty and come with some advice, and maybe Scotty can get those guys some counseling or get some in-house thing to how to touch these guys in certain ways. That's the only way I can see, because there's a lot of issues with this team. Maybe these guys are going out, they got bad behavior, they're getting arrested, or they're getting pulled over, they're driving down a license, or they're getting in trouble here, they're getting in trouble with their girlfriends, they beating everybody down, they're catching cases at the house. those kind of things. Maybe they can come to Scotty and get some kind of mental help, because you got to remember, football is a physical sport, and when you get those brain injuries, because constantly contact in that way, there's going to be issues like that. That could be brain damage. You want to know how much brain damage this guy's going to come from? This is a dangerous sport here. So these guys, they don't have it full. Their head are not fully there. So maybe Scotty can get in these guys' head better than Mike McCarthy, better than Garrett. Maybe he's a father figure, something like that. Maybe this is a strategy behind this. I'm not gonna look at this and say that, hey, this is bad. All this is bad. Maybe because they ain't got nobody to talk to, and if they get into trouble, they need to come to somebody to talk to. I mean, other than with the Lord, but other than that, that's the flesh. So they got to correct the flesh part. You know what I'm saying? So,
on the other side of the coin, one of our defensive scouts killed somebody. So I would love to see him walk into a room and be like, yeah, this player here, these are his pros, but here is all his cons.
Nah, that's not the problem.
No, what those guys need a mentor in the house. They need to stay out of trouble. Remember, back in the days, we had players that stayed in the newspapers. We had the Greg Harding, we had we had the Gregories, we had all of those guys back in the days. And the latest thing that just got arrested was Sam Williams. And then you got the boy just got arrested. He gonna be fighting boss man fast. He's gonna be doing life in jail. So they gotta figure out how to
He's not on the Cowboys anymore.
I'm just saying though, if those guys they don't have those mentors to help them anyway. So if they get, if Scotty can bring some kind of discipline, some kind of leadership to them, to a role model, might be a good father figure, might be somebody that they can look after. I'm not saying that.
That's not his job.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I know it ain't his job, but they gotta come and talk to.
Tell him
what. I don't care. I'm just saying though. There's a point of time when you gotta come to somebody with if you're dealing with some issues, you gotta talk to somebody. You remember these are young men. These are not grown men or grown men that see like me and you.
They're grown men. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about their minds not developed maturely yet. Why? Wait a minute. Hold on. You slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit, Fifth. Slow down a little bit. Hold on. Slow.
OG, stop. Calm down, man. You gotta relax. Relax. Stop. We're not doing that. Chill. Chill, please. Please chill. Calm down, bro. I'm gonna let you talk, but don't tell me to hold on. Wait, man.
A little bit. You gotta think positive. These guys are getting arrested. They're catching cases. You can't. That young men catching cases. They ain't got no example. They ain't got nothing out there. You know what I'm saying? They probably got no dad in the house. They ain't got nothing. Like me. I ain't had no dad growing up. I ain't had nothing. I had my mom. She was my dad. So what I'm saying is, huh?
Did you catch a case?
That's none of your business. Don't plead no fifth on that. They ain't got nothing to do with that. What I'm saying is these young men, bro. You gotta keep them out of the end. You gotta keep them out the limelight. Sam Williams should have not got arrested. He got arrested under Mike McCarthy's watch, bro.
That got nothing to do with Mike McCarthy, man.
You bullshit. Mike McCarthy should say, hey, man, look, man, I'm not having none of that bullshit here in my locker room. You don't be driving around, no guns, no drug. We run a clean house here. Now, Eric Glenn is over there, and Eric Glenn is over there, and on the Jets, he's holding Bible studies over there. Now, he's getting people, he's getting those guys to start dedicating themselves in the right way. Don't go out making bonehead decisions. We have had bonehead decisions last 30 years. Guys getting arrested, guys catching cases, guys getting beat down, guys attacking their wives. Okay, you got to figure out. You got to draw the line somewhere, bro.
No periods.
Grown man,
yo. See what I'm saying? And there's grown men that need help.
All right, OG. So watch this, y'all. I got you, corner. 1 second. So this ain't had nothing to do with Mike McCarthy. This ain't got nothing to do with Schottenheimer.
Yes, it do.
You can name.
Yes, it do.
You can name every coach that been here all the way back to Jimmy Johnston. This is a culture thing. Jerry allows these guys to get in trouble and gives them a slap on the hand. When Sam Williams got in trouble, Jerry got talked to the league. He didn't even get suspended that year. Jerry
yes, it do.
Takes in.
It's got everything to do with it. Everything.
This is Jerry, not the head coach. These are grown men. These grown men make this decision. This day decision, bro. That boy, what was his last name? Was Ross? He was on our defensive front line. Mm-hmm. That fool got caught with weed and guns. What they had to do with McCarthy? What that grown man in his 20s?
Everything, bro.
What that grown man in his 20s getting caught with weed and guns got to do with Mike McCarthy? You a football player making at least $500,000, and you run around Dallas like you from the cliff or something with a gun and weed in your car. First of all, you shouldn't even be smoking. You in the NFL. And why you got a pistol like you got smoke in Dallas? You ain't got.
It had everything to do with it.
Stop cutting me off. You ain't got no enemies down there. These are grown. These men are in their 20s. These ain't high school. This ain't high school at all. This is ridiculous. Try to put this on coaches. Now you want Schottenheimer to be a new coach and a mentor to grown men who make $1 million and don't know how to act. See, this is what I'm saying right here. We already trying to put too much on this man. This been this organization back to Michael Irvin and all them guys who would get in trouble. You can run the name of the list, man. Just Jerry Jones accepts this type of behavior. You can come in there, beat women like Greg Hardy, drug cases like anybody else, gun cases. Hey, Damian Wilson pulled a whole rifle on a woman in the parking lot about 2017.
Pac-Man Jones.
You see them? It don't matter. This is Jerry's culture. He will let you come in if you're in trouble. These are grown men. This ain't got nothing to do with a head coach. This ain't got nothing. I'm gonna let Corner go because he had his hand up. This ain't got nothing to do with a head coach. These grown men with all this money in their pocket and still want to be from the street. They don't never know.
Okay. Now you don't fit. Now
half of them didn't even grow up in the street. Half of them got that money and started faking because now they got money to afford it.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and rebut what you got to say.
No,
now I'm gonna go ahead and rebut it. Now see,
this is just stupidity on these grown men. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else but them.
Yeah, it do.
I'm not
now. So yeah, it do. So
go ahead, Corner.
All right. So I get what OG's saying. I do.
No, you throwing stones. No, I'm gonna go ahead and rebut. You throwing stones.
Corner, go ahead. OG, please stop before I remove you. Stop. Go ahead, Corner.
I get what OG's saying.
So I can't say nothing.
You
keep muting me.
Take turns on this channel. It's Corner.
You keep muting. I'm gonna rebut what you said.
OG, Corner had his hand raised, bro. You don't run this.
No. You made a statement. Now I'm gonna rebut what you said.
Go ahead.
Do we need to pause for a commercial break?
Okay. So I get what OG's saying, but we don't need the head coach to be a counselor, a caseworker, a probation parole officer. You can't monitor these guys 24/7 as a head coach. Now, Schottenheimer can take the Pete Carroll and Dan Quinn approach, and it seems like that's what he's doing. A player's guy, highly motivated, highly active around his players. When you look at what Schottenheimer's doing, those are the two coaches in recent memory that come to mind: Pete Carroll and Dan Quinn. In one coach in Schottenheimer, but Jason Garrett couldn't babysit Dez, right? Jason Garrett couldn't babysit Greg Hardy. Mike McCarthy can't babysit Sam Williams when he's speeding and getting guns. That is impossible to babysit your troublemakers. That's not the head coach's job. Now, Jerry put in place a team around Dez to help Dez off the field, to manage his movement, to manage his money, to manage everything for Dez Bryant. Jerry did that, not Jason Garrett. So as ownership provides provides Uber rides and for drunk NFL drivers. The Cowboys do that. The Cowboys take care of their players in different ways. The head coach is supposed to head coach them. Now, Jay could be excited. He could be a player's coach. He could be that quote-unquote mentor. But for him to babysit grown men, absolutely not. When you get that high school diploma, when you get that college, that scholarship that these players got to go play ball in college, as my mom would say, you got hair on your nuts, you're a grown man.
I'm not saying that he should babysit them. What I am saying is, if there is an outlet, if there is a way for them to come and talk to, Scotty got hired in February sometime around that time. It's not been a case at all. Nobody's got arrested. I haven't heard or seen anything in the Dallas news. I haven't heard anything. Now, if you can keep everything clean while he's in office, And if it's an outlet for these guys to come talk to, and then if there's an issue for these guys to talk to about, they're dealing with family, or they're dealing with kids, or they're dealing with anything they want to talk to, maybe Scotty can help them in that way. I'm not saying he should be their daddy. He should be, if he could give them any kind of mentor advice, is what I'm saying, because these guys don't have an outlet. They don't have a person to talk to. Any kind of relationship they can build, open themselves up to saying how they feel. If this is what I like this coming out. You got to get it off your chest. Us as young men, we keep it all bundled in, and we keep it frustrating. When a man gets done practicing and he go home and there's drama at the house, or he's dealing with being a tramp, a hoe, and then he get called on the phone, all these catching these cases and all these things, and they can figure out how to deal with these issues. And if they need somebody to talk to, maybe Scotty's the man. Maybe they need to pray to go to God and need some help. But like I said, I haven't seen a case that they caught since he's been there. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I'm liking the way this thing is going. I'm not saying hopefully it's transfer over to the field, but we'll find out here in the future. That's what I'm saying.
Can I ask OG a question real quick?
Yes.
All right. Fifth, can I ask OG a question?
Absolutely. Dan Savage going to go.
All right. OG, do you believe in brotherhood, or are you just strictly firm on fatherhood? Because these players can reach out to their fellow teammates too for advice and wisdom. Because there's immaturity players and there's mature players.
Okay,
so do you believe in fatherhood only, or do you believe in brotherhood too?
I believe in fatherhood. I believe in, because you can go to your next man. He could be no more mature than what you are at that age, and then don't know what the other person's got going in their life. Either they can be talking about doing this or doing that, or doing this to a female, or doing that to her, how to live their relationship and all that kind of things. That's difficult when y'all the same age. But if you talk to somebody up in your upper years and you say, man, how do I go about doing this? How do I handle my money? How do I go about handling my relationship with whoever? You know what I'm saying? How did you make it in your marriage? You know what I'm saying? What made y'all strong? You know those things. You have to build character. Okay, you have to grow as a human being. Hell, I'm still growing at age 51, and I'm still learning, and I'm leaning my stuff on God. I'm trying to live those type of examples. Now I live on fatherhood, somebody who's been there already, who's been there. Yes, Scotty has not been a head coach, okay, but he is trying to develop something to be this. Yeah, he could be here for a few years or longer than that. All depends. He has a long way to go, because remember, this has been a trifling, nasty organization for many of years. Now, if he can keep them out of the media constantly, because we know that Jerry Jones is a money maker. Whatever he does, if he loses, he wins. We still bank up. But see, he's using the organization as his scam, as, oh, I got to pay you. Okay, put us on constantly. But it's not about the players. It's not about that. So the players, okay, all right, I'm going to come and get my money. But then there's issues there. Okay, now what's the root to all evil? We know that is money. Okay, now for these guys to get themselves situated and say, okay, how can I humble my life? How can I be a better person to my family, a father, a role figure? Quit carrying guns. Quit having dopes. Quit being that person. We known for having thugs and gangsters and all this bullshit on our team. If Scotty can reach them in any kind of way, I'm down for it. I'm not saying that he should be the guy that be the savior. I'm saying that they need some kind of guidance. Guidance.
OG, you have to realize though.
So y'all can look at it as a positive, negative thing. I don't want to keep bashing these dudes, how bad they are, putting their character down. We know they're gonna have that make the better choices. We need to make them make better choices to be fathers and role models, and not be thugs and gangsters getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? And stay in the system, stay out the system is what I'm saying.
OG, for the last 25 years, every team in the NFL has had this. They have psychiatrists. They have social workers. For the last 25 years.
You keep worrying about other teams. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. You're worrying about this. You're worrying about that. I'm saying the system is set up for black men.
My one point I'm going to make about Pac-Man Jones is I know he had some troubles in the league, but when Chris Henry got killed, Pac-Man Jones adopted every single one of his kids, man.
All of them.
So he gets a pass in my book.
Brotherhood.
I see you keep putting me on mute, though. I see you keep putting me on mute.
Think of the Cowboys.
Other people talk, man.
When you think of trouble players in the league, the Dallas Cowboys is not the first organization that pops in your head. We haven't had that many players.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Name
yes, we have. We have a whole bunch. Michael
Daniel,
Irvin. We got Nate Newton. We got all
4 or
those
5
guys.
years ago.
We got Pac-Man. We got guys that done came in here and got
20 years
arrested and
ago.
got kicked off. Greg Hardy. We done had the most gangster thugs and whatever we'd have had. This organization has the
Oh
most.
my God.
One of the most. If we're up there though.
Jason
Now
Garrett built
within the
his whole
last
coaching
since
under
Scotty has
the
gotten
right kind of
arrested,
guys.
since Scotty has gotten hired, we have not had an arrest at all.
He's been here 3 hours. Of course,
You
ain't
just
nobody.
put the
No,
kiss
he's
of
been
death.
here about 4 months.
That's the kiss of death.
He's
Someone's
been
getting
here
arrested
3
tomorrow.
hours. What do you
He hasn't been
expect?
here no 3 hours.
And why you
He got
saying it's normal for Cowboy players to go to jail?
It doesn't happen.
I'm just saying, get a man a chance. They trying to say, well,
Give him a chance. What are you talking about? Give him a chance to do what?
to see what he can do. Hell, he
He's
done seen everything out there.
I don't know what he's talking about no more. I'm
I'm lost.
Okay. I'm making the point. I'm making the case right here. He's been in the league a long time. He's been in the league around Russell Wilson times. About damn near 15, 20 years. Okay, the man deserves to got a head coaching job. All right, you got to respect that. Oh, he got that.
Men don't deserve anything. You earn
No,
it.
no,
You
timeout.
don't deserve anything.
Wait a
You
minute.
earn it.
He deserves a chance like anybody else. All right, like anybody else deserves a chance.
Tell me why.
He deserves a chance. And if it doesn't work, with Scotty, it doesn't work. But at least we're trying. At least we're trying to see what's out there. I'm not saying he's perfect. But he done seen it all, done it all, been to multiple offense. He knows what they're gonna throw at him. Now, is Dak Prescott gonna work out? We don't know. We don't know if Dak Prescott gonna work out in the system. We don't know that.
I can't do this, man. This is crazy.
What's the matter? Well, I can't. I can't. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I support that. I want Scott to be the head coach. He was given the job, but for what we have now, we have nothing to do about that right now.
Why you go from him helping players to he deserve a job? Why you jumping topics? What are you talking about?
What do you want me to say? Scotty's a shitty coach?
Huh?
What do you want me to say? Regardless of what anybody say on the panel, we got to support Scotty. He's our head coach.
Where does support Scotty come from, though? We was talking about players.
We went to a completely different topic right here, man.
Hey, OG, you got to support Dak. He's our quarterback.
That's on a whole nother level. That's your boy. That's your boy. That's your boy. That's your boy, family.
See, there he goes.
Now I wanted Lance, but now you like Dak because you probably got a lot of Dak stuff out there in your closet.
Contract.
And
Scotty's under contract. Dak's under contract. You got to support your contract.
I'm gonna tell you, Scotty will be here longer than Dak will be.
Hey, that's not
Next
given.
point blank.
Dak done got a whole lot of coaches fired.
No, Dak is done
that one.
because of his injury issues.
Hey, Corner. This is I've been talking about this for a week or two, but I want to know your opinion on this. I don't see Jerry Jones. Jerry likes to sell merchandise. Jerry wants to sell a lot of George Pickens jerseys. I don't see Jerry Jones getting that done or getting this money worth out of Pickens by turning around and handing the ball off more than he's passing it. What you think?
Well, I think in a balanced approach, you can make that happen. I mean, you look at DeMarco Murray in 2014 with you bring up those numbers a lot with Dez, Terrence Williams, Gavin Escobar, and you still had the number one rushing attack in the NFL. You fast forward to 2016, Dak's rookie year as a rookie quarterback, he was still able to spread the ball evenly around and still have a good running attack. So as long as the offense is somewhat 60-40, I'm going to say that again, 60-40, and you can manage that in a sense where everybody eats like we did it's the NFL. It's very possible. We see it time and time again. It still can be done.
My rebuttal to that, I got a torn rotator cuff I need surgery on for the last 3 years.
What do you mean, fall out of your truck? Don't do it.
I've been needing it for years.
You get the gel for your knee. Insurance doesn't cover it, but the gel that they shoot into your knee, you get it shot into the shoulder in between, and it acts as lubrication. I need 2 shoulder replacements, but I went out and got the gel, which my insurance would pay for. It was like $300 a shot, and then the orthopedic doctor, he shot it into my shoulder. I had to go for 3 shots, and I never went. Surgery is brutal. Surgery, you're gonna have to sit up in a chair. You're not gonna be able to lay down, and you're gonna be like Sweet Chuck from Police Academy. You're like that, like in a cast, man.
My back corner is what Dez and T. Will and Escobar did. They did with a better quarterback in Romo. My other pushback would be in 2016. Dez Bryant only had 8 touchdowns, and him and Dak never really created a connection. And T. Will was just like wayside by that point. So I don't see Jerry giving Dak that money, a full count with CD after getting paid, and George Pickens for him to turn around. I feel like Jerry wants showtime with these 2 guys, man. I don't know, man. I just feel like they're gonna really put that ball in Dak's hands more than they should this season.
Okay, check this out. So 2016 is a little bit different. 2016 was more of the 60-40, and you have a point here regarding 2016. Zeke had 322 carries. Okay, Dak Prescott threw the ball to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 different receivers 325 times.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So there was a 60-40 approach there. I know the numbers, but if you take out the backups, it's about 60-40, right? So if the Cowboys can do that, just like they did with Dak's rookie year, you have success. Now, Cole Beasley was led the charge with 833 yards. Des Bryant, 796. Jason Witten had 673. Terrence Williams had 594, and then Ezekiel Elliott had 393 on screens and stuff. Bryce Butler had 219, and Lance Dunbar had 122 yards receiving. So if you can get CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, and a solid number 3 to help with that running attack, it can work. It can work.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just questioning it because I know everybody expecting a lot with the new running backs, and we got some people expecting Miles Sanders to make the team or whatever. I'm just thinking how Jerry likes money, and I'm like, dang, will he really with Pickens and CD just have them guys running routes just to turn around and hand it off? I'm just thinking like, I don't know, man. I don't want them to put the ball in the air more, because we've said it for years. When Dak got that ball in his hand, a lot bad things happen, and I don't want that. I want to see the pass game. Champ, what's up, man?
Hello, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
What's
All
up?
good. All good. All good.
Cerdo mierdo.
Yeah,
What up, champ?
What's up, man?
We want truth.
And why we don't? Because we're playing someone $60 million. Jerry needs to return on his investment. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I really feel like that. I feel like Dak had that many picks last year because Jerry was going to try to get his money worth early. I think he want to get his money worth out of Prescott, man. I really do. I don't think he want to pay Dak that much money to hand it off. I know he feel like Dak on the end of his career, and I think Jerry want every bit of juice he got left in that arm, bro. I think he want it all. And I don't think you bring Pickens in. And I get the percentage you say. It could be that, but I don't think we've seen that 60-40 since that year. I don't think we've seen it since that year. I think Dak Prescott has passed a lot.
I think you were close in 2017. I think it was probably 50-50-ish. But once they gave Dak his first contract, that shit was over.
Yep, everything was pass.
It was fly.
Corner, he said, what does it mean to say that?
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
He knows. Because he want to act like he don't know how to speak Spanish. So he know though. He said think Greek dancing is a good thing and a major culture change. So he probably do. He probably could have been out there if he said Lance can't do anything to save his life on a football field. Who Trey Lance with right now?
Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers.
I got you. It's all good. Do your thing.
Trey Lance is actually under contract right now with the CFL also. He signed a CFL contract and an NFL contract.
Yo, that's smart though. The kid needs, reps, man, wherever he can get them. Unless he hurt, I'm sure if he has an insurance policy. Well, I hope he would, but
I think most players do.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. He needs reps. Warren Moon was in Canadian League for a couple of years, like 4 or 5 years before he came to the NFL.
Yeah, because nobody in the NFL wanted it. Take a chance on a black quarterback.
You're right. He was nasty. He was nasty at Washington. Right.
I'm just worried about what I want them to run that ball till they can't no more. I want that offensive line to click, man. That's why I'm glad Tyron is there helping Tyler Guy. I hope he really can learn from big dude, man.
I think that's a bad sign, though, man.
You think so?
Tyron being there from the get-go, he's always, he's whispering in Jerry's mind, "I'll give you 6 games.
Please,
make me the swing tackle."
I bet not see that.
And in the blink of an eye, it could be Tyron starting.
Hey, he's gonna come out in a week and tell you he in the best shape of his playing career.
He's retired. Let Bludgeon retire. Leave him retire.
They all retired until the right dollar put in front of
better
him.
not see that 77. I'm not playing. I better not.
Maybe the Cowboys gonna hire him as part of the O-line coaching staff.
I think he's under contract with the Jets still, right? He retired under contract.
It was a 1-year contract.
Okay.
He signed a 1-day contract with the Cowboys to retire.
The Jets paid him $17 million for 7 games.
Did they?
A lot of that was incentive based. He didn't get $17 million. A lot of it was high.
I know he got Aaron Rodgers killed. I was
so mad when Witten back. I did a video going off for them bringing Witten back. I snapped.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
I was happy to see 82 back.
The ball.
You see that?
Porter, you a nostalgia fan.
He is. He holding on to. I get holding on to the legends and stuff.
Let me see if I can find my 82.
Ooh, look at that collection, boy.
Damn.
Oh, here it is.
That right there is sponsored the Greek dance party right there. You
didn't know that?
That's awesome.
What it do, man.
Ticket to that's your admission right there.
Look at
I text Fit the other day. I said, "Do I need more jerseys?" He said, "No, sir."
No, sir. Not at all.
Well, you got to get you a Pickens jersey. You got to get you a Maffa jersey. You got to get you a Booker jersey.
You got O'Shawn, that's 0.
O'Shawn.
No, I gotta get me an Osa jersey. I gotta get me an Osa jersey.
You gotta get you a visor.
You want a who jersey?
Visor.
I need an Osa jersey.
Yeah, something to clean your toilet with.
Come on, I swear to God. You better not get an Osa jersey.
I need an Osa jersey. I might get one.
Corner, man, you should get it just to troll Fifth, man. It would be the funniest.
Don't do it.
Oh, no, I have a strict rule. If I bought your jersey, I liked you.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I got a very strict rule.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about Corner. When he like players and they come on here, he immediately get their jersey right then.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Nah.
Yeah.
He got
the last one I got was a Sean Lee jersey.
Man, I probably got more Dez jerseys than I got all the colors. I
got a Dez jersey, and in 2016. I bought a Dak jersey and I immediately regretted it the moment that I bought it. I was like, God damn it.
I got some stuff on an auction the other day.
That's cool.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
There's that one. There's this one.
Oh, Lord, get that out of here.
Are they everything? You have to leave the show for that one.
I was trying to put a corner on that.
That's good.
There you go.
Got that one. This is 4,831 out of 12,500.
Oh, that's nice.
That. That's so fire, man.
That's awesome, man.
And then, I got these at an auction for $8. Look at that one. That's a little plaque.
Nice.
There's a little card in it.
Oh, well, that's nice, bro.
Got that one right there.
It's so fire.
Okay.
And then I got this one right here. Probably one of my favorites.
Okay.
It was a 5-set Ekman collection.
Yeah, I got all his rookie cards.
Nice.
Mint 10.
Oh, hold on. Let me big.
I got his Steiner's helmet. Full size.
Going to the archive.
Here you go, uncensored.
There you go.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
going to be worth a lot of money.
Mint 10.
There you go.
No,
Go
that's really cool.
crazy.
That's really
Fire.
cool, man.
Here's an Emmett.
Nice.
22.
Here's a Drew Pearson. Oh, here's a Drew Pearson right here. Look how old that one is.
Don't show that image. Savage gonna get mad.
No, that's awesome, man. I love that. That's really cool.
You're gonna laugh, I swear. When I was a
Here
kid,
you go, Savage. There's your Tony Dorsett.
He's a little bit of sweet enough.
he was sweet, man.
Is that last one a reprint or original?
It's original.
Nice.
So I know they reran those a couple years ago.
That's a lot of Cowboy memorabilia.
That's Terrence Jersey's Terrence Owens' real jersey cut out in that card.
Oh yeah, Terrell Owens.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, no, this is original. This was printed back in 1979.
Yeah, you got the OG.
That's awesome.
That was his third year. He came in at 7.
And then that's all Cowboy cards.
Nice. God,
Put those damn things in a sleeve, man.
And then these are all of my favorite ones that are in sleeves.
You have
a water.
A lot of gear, man. That's awesome.
How good was he, Savage? Tony,
I know, but I have something in my hand, dude.
What the hell, OG?
He getting his ass chewed out.
No, don't mute yourself now.
Hey, all of a sudden his mic is crystal clear.
All of a sudden.
This fucking guy. Here you go, Savage. I got your favorite card right here.
Who's that?
That's a
Instant Impact, that card.
That's a Dak card.
Due to himself, she find him up over there. Savage, I said, how good was Tony Dorsett?
Nasty, bro. Nasty, man. I mean, I think career-wise, he rushed for like 12,000 and change. And ironically, shorter season, and he did 12,800 with Herschel Walker on his team.
Oh, mute yourself, man. Let us hear it, bro.
You know, and besides Rayfield Wright, can anybody name me one of his? He had, listen, completely different back than Emmett. Dorsett looked gracefully when he ran, man. Like Dorsett he looked slow, yet he was blowing past everybody. It's a hard to explain. Like Eric Dickerson had that same kind of like run to him, you know, like shifty. Listen, man, it's just, as a Cowboy fan, bro, we've been blessed to have great running backs, man. We have, man. And at the time, when Dorsett retired, he was number 2 to Payton. I mean, even now, what's Dorsett? Dorsett's got to be what, 5? Maybe?
I don't think he's 5. He might be though.
He's down a little bit lower than that. What is it? Emmett, Barry, Payton, Frank Gore's actually up there, if I'm not mistaken.
Frank Gore played with his son. I'm joking.
Yeah.
But Frank Gore played like 19
How long
years.
he played?
Yeah, I know. I think he's like 6 or something like that. He's up there.
He played like 19 seasons, Gore. No joke.
He played for a long time. All right, I'm gonna pass one more question around to everybody. We're gonna get out of here. My first question is for Corner. You know, we every year we talk about the same wide receiver screens, the end arounds and everything. Do you think we will see something different this year with the new head coach? Because even with McCarthy, we saw the Garrett, the Kellen Moore. Do you think we will see some fresh?
Yeah, Schottenheimer talked about this in his press conference. He said when he took over Seattle, he only changed about 30% of the playbook because a lot of the players and coaches were retained, and that's why he only did 30. So now that he's in here as the head coach, right, and that was under Pete Carroll, and so now that he's a head coach, he got new coordinator, new lineman coach, a lot of new. I mean, the only is Lunda Wells that carried over from the previous staff, right? So then it's up to your players. They want to take the challenge on how much they want to change in the playbook. Mike McCarthy kept it in there because I think he was nervous to implement his new system in. Schottenheimer, on the other hand, has sat behind here 3 years, so he's very familiar with Mike McCarthy's offense. And he knows that Dak knows it. He knows that the majority of these players know it. So he can actually change 50% of the playbook because he's already been here 3 years. Keep what worked really well under Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore, and Jason Garrett's playbook, and then put his Seattle offense in here. And so I feel like he has a great opportunity to do that because it's a new coaching staff. Mm-hmm. But the players are still the same. So I really feel like you'll see a different style, a different approach, a different set. And what I want to see, to be honest with you guys, is I want to see us be able to score on the first drive.
Agreed.
Why can't we not score on the first drive? Dude, we only have like 5 scoring drives on the first drive in like 6 years.
Yep.
We're like one of the dead last teams of that. Horrible. Yeah. Schottenheimer, fix that. Yeah.
I like that, and I do miss scoring on the first drive. We used to, man. With Zeke rookie year,
man,
you set the tempo when you come out and punch it in on the first drive.
Yeah, man.
I missed that. Isham asked you a question. How do you, from Dak's most successful season compared to this upcoming season, do you think he could mimic what he did at his best this year with a new head coach and, almost equal to or, a little less than better receiver? Not better, but with CD and Pickens and fresh running back. Do you think he can not completely mimic or, be completely identical, but just come close to what we see him at his best with, all these new fresh pieces he got?
I mean, in the regular season, sure. Yeah. I look, at this point, I think the biggest thing is we know who Dak Prescott is. We know what, most importantly, he isn't. And I don't see his play being any different, just to be completely honest with you. Now, what that means, I don't necessarily think he'll have 11 touchdowns and 8 picks like he did last year. Because that's on pace for 17 picks, and that's just, that's horrible, right? So we saw the last time that he had both, like when CD and Brandon Cooks, which is, I would say pretty good. I would say pretty good to really good talent. And when that's the year that CD broke Michael Irvin's record, he played really good in the regular season. So I can see it being the same, but we also have to keep in mind the schedule as well. And when Dak, I'm not trying to take away Dak's that season from a statistics standpoint, but let's be honest, that year we talked about it. We really did not play top tier talent, and when we did, he did not play well. And so we have a couple of games, a handful of games this year above 500 teams, at least, are like that he's routinely struggled against, at the very least, like the Packers or the Chiefs. And Dak has never played well. Consistently does not play well against those kinds of teams. So that's my thing. But will he play better than he did last year? I do think he'll play better than he did last year. But do I think I do think he'll have a couple of games where he will struggle like against the better teams. So and that we do have a tough schedule. So that is something that we do have to keep into consideration. So, to answer the question, can he play up to what his best season? Yeah. But I don't think it's going to, it's up for anyone's guess, I guess, is the way I would put it. I don't think he'll, let me figure out a way to phrase it. I don't think he'll play as good as he did in his best season, but can he? Yes, is the way I would put it. I don't think he will, based off of the fact that it's just of the teams that we play. But can he? Sure, just because he has, George Pickens and CD. That's a little bit of a cop-out answer, I know, but I don't think he will, is the point that I'm making, but he can. Okay. I don't know if you answered your question properly, Fifth, but that's just kind of, my mind's a little bit racing on that one. I'm trying to think out loud. That's why I'm a little bit struggling with it. But
yeah. No, got you. I swear to God, I'm gonna start doing Monday night raw reviews. I swear to God. Wait till y'all see me and Savage got a show coming. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta get my setup first. But Savage, question: defense. You clearly aren't impressed about anything they've done, right, this offseason, based on what other teams did defensively, right? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any Do you see any way that we could look better in run stop with what we have now?
To be honest with you, we're asking for a round 7 pick, Jay Toria from UCLA, to basically be the man that stops this team from being 29th versus the run. And that's a lot to throw on a rookie's shoulders. And that's a lot to put on any single man's shoulders.
Yeah.
If we had other bigger dudes to rotate in with him, I don't even put Mozzie in there because he's just a waste of time, in my opinion. And I just think another thing that hurts our defense a lot is our undersized defensive ends. It's just, okay, we could have LT and Michael Parsons on the edges. I'll run down the middle, man. So it's just,
that's a fire Michael Myers thing. I'm sorry to interrupt. I love it.
Whoa, I love it.
I love the Michael Myers. I'm sorry to interrupt, Savage.
That's a tough one because
I'm gonna throw my mask on here in a minute.
Oh,
it better be the Aldo Montoya one.
Yes. I like that mask.
It's a tough one. I just, I don't know. It was past draft. It was like we're gonna get bigger, and I like Ziraku, the number 2 round 2 kid out of Boston College, but yet sitting right there was JT Tumaloa from Ohio State, 6'5", 270. That guy's going to stop the run a hell of a lot better than Donovan. Donovan's legs look like he looks like what's his name? Number 0. Overshown. Body-wise, he looks just like Overshown, Donovan Iwasaku. So all I'm trying to say is having both defensive ends 6'2", 250, and then maybe you sprinkle some Sam Williams in there. That's how you're going to get gashed in the second half of games, man.
Oh, man. Dang. All right. I hate that. That's tough, man.
I just can't stop looking at the mask, man. I fucking love it.
Uncensored, my question for you is
don't ask uncensored no stupid questions.
No, don't ask that because he will get upset.
Do you see Schottenheimer?
Ask him a stupid question, Fifth.
Jesus Christ, man.
Do you see Schottenheimer, like we've been talking about all week, changing the culture anyway in this one season and making it a winning organization like he said he would do? And if not, if so, tell me why, and if not, tell me why.
Culture starters at the top. I don't believe that Jerry Jones is going to change, so I don't believe the culture in Dallas can change. My fear is that Shotty is going to be a 1-2 year head coach, and he might just be the stopgap until you can get rid of Dak Prescott. Because I don't think that he's going to be able to win anything significant this year. And part of that is to do with the schedule. It is a very tough schedule. There's a lot of teams that made the playoffs last year on the schedule.
Yeah.
I just put my finger over Corner's face just because it's distracting as fuck.
Yeah, I can't. It's making me laugh.
But I think the fear, if they go like 5-12, you might have a one year head coach.
Oh,
hey, because I mean, what is the loyalty to Shotty?
Right.
Hey, you giving a head coach his first chance. You got all of this circus shit during the offseason around him that don't have nothing to do with football, and I don't see him changing the culture. I could be surprised, but the chances are slim. But he's such an unknown that we don't know. I don't like how close he has gotten to, and this is partly because of when he was the offensive coordinator. That wasn't actually offensive coordinating. All he did was hang out with the players on the sideline. And so now he's become a players coach, hanging out with the entire team outside of the facility, doing the same shit. That's why I wanted somebody from outside of the organization to come in, clear house. Nobody got any attachments. Don't bring in your favorite player that you used to coach from previous team. Come in here with zero attachments and change the way this organization is ran. And it's just going to be a continuation.
What is
Oh my God.
What is going on? OG, ready for your question? Ray Mysterio, daddy.
The sad part is I got a Michael Myers mask too. I should go get it.
We don't see your face. You might as well.
You should go get it, man. That shit.
OG, put the headset over top of the mask.
Fuck.
Ready for your question, OG?
That shit is hilarious.
No, I do not want an extended warranty on my vehicle.
Oh my God.
OG, are you ready for your question?
OG got that cerdo mierdo on.
You can't hear
the mask could get hot as hell. That fucker could get hot as hell. I tell you that shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Pull the mic away from your mouth, OG.
Savage got on that. What you doing around here, boy? Man.
Oh shit.
OG, are you ready for your question? Savage put the shades over top of his. What is going on? OG, that's the last time I'm skipping over you. Are you ready for your question? Shockmaster, are you ready for your question?
I guess that means a yes.
All right, Shockmaster. My question for you is: do you think teams will target our cornerbacks this year because they feel like they may have declined?
I'm sorry. Who are you referring that to?
You, Shockmaster.
Hold on. Are you directing that question towards me?
Yes, sir, OG. That was for you.
Oh, okay. I had to. That damn mask. You get hot as hell on that damn thing. Shit. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
I know what that.
Well, there's a problem. I unhooked my my volume is messed up. Wait, what was the question again?
I said, do you think teams will target our cornerbacks this year because they felt like they may have declined? You know, at one point, people were scared of Bland and Diggs. Do you think that they still feel that way, or they may?
This guy is fucking hilarious, man. Oh my God.
Champ going too?
What happened to this stream, man?
What?
The moment owner brought the Michael Myers mask, I had to.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's not even a mask.
That's not even a mask.
You can't even see.
That's epic, bro.
Oh shit. I'm dead. This is fucking. I love this show, man.
Oh my God, that's epic.
That's awesome.
The man came back as Cyclops.
Oh no, go, Lord mercy.
I love this show, man. This is funny.
OG, answer the question.
Yeah.
Got to get out of here.
Okay, yeah. Man, yeah, they're gonna target for sure, man. I think they're gonna target, but it's up to DB coach to to keep them boys alive, to keep them ready to go. I mean, we will see in OTAs and also see in the preseason games. I'm glad to see some young depth come in here, and challenge Diggs and bring the funk. It's about time. We just need consistency play. We just need the guys to come up and make a play on the ball. When the ball's in the air, turn the head around and also come up to hit. When the ball's in the air, locate the ball
Even if watch the receiver hands when the ball is in the air and bat the ball down and stay away from the penalties. If we correct the penalties in the defensive backfield, we'd be all right. Now I'm concerned about Hooker. I'm tired of seeing him. Hopefully that we can see Childress a little bit playing preseason and see what he can do in OTAs, and hopefully he can, because Hooker is just there for the paycheck. We're constantly getting beat over the top, constantly with Donovan Wilson and Hooker. Until we fix the secondary, we're going to continue to struggle. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the energy. I love the energy. I love the energy, fellas. Well, yeah, but that's how I feel about the secondary. So hopefully, if we make a step in the right direction, we'll find out in the first week against Philadelphia what the outcome will be if we're better in the secondary or not.
Jesus Christ!
Oh Lord!
AI. You look like this is like a movie from like '91. It was a movie where Ice-T called Surviving the Game, but they were chasing him through the woods and trying to kill him. You like y'all can't anybody never take my channel serious. Look at this panel. Look at this. This is ridiculous. What is that? Is racist. That's racist. That is racist. That is completely racist. Outrageous, man.
That's unfiltered. He don't have a filter.
He said Michael Myers got an afro. He got the Rick James. Why your dad got a James Brown Jerry curl? Corner dude, this is crazy. Y'all look, people gonna screenshot my channel and say, "How can y'all watch these dudes? Look at these dudes." They gonna screenshot this and say, "How y'all watch?"
No, maybe we gotta do it. It's so funny though. That's the thing. I'm gonna screenshot this shit.
Y'all are so.
I was waiting for Uncensored to bring his mask.
Right.
Oh.
Hey, what does our sister look like? Hey, sister, why you don't show your face, man?
Calm down, OG. Calm down.
Okay.
Savage has been completely no sale in character whole time. Straight old school wrestler. Oh no! Oh no! No!
Man, I just believe that Dak can get it done, man. I just believe.
That's good. That's good.
I'm gonna cook you, bro. That's what he's doing.
Nate Dogg, no.
Hey, yes, let's go.
No, Nate Dogg, you let him get you too.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is a pathetic. I'm tagging me in. I'm going to John Law now, man.
That's me. That's my photo.
Him, OG. Look at that big old Joker, man. That's really him.
That's me.
Big old huge Joker, man. Need to be in WWE, man. Yo, this panel is. Y'all laugh at him. Y'all can have this channel. I'm going to John Law now.
We know.
Oh my God, y'all are so ridiculous.
Ask me a question.
All right, champ. Jesus Christ, I'm so scared. You might flip your Cyclops thing down. Oh, that's a good one there, Uncensored. That is a good one.
Prescott.
Yo, Savage like one of the bushwhackers right now. I ain't gonna. The people, that's old school. Folks don't know who that is. Nah, but Tim, do you think this new O-line coach and the new regime of the O-line, do you think they're able to protect Dak Prescott?
They will have the ability, but it's up to number 4 to get rid of the ball.
Okay.
Right, I agree.
He only can hold the ball for about 5 minutes. 5 seconds.
Draft guru. Best beard on YouTube.
No doubt.
All right, y'all. Y'all see the theatric. Y'all, I'm sorry. They special, y'all. They special. This is the panel that talk about Cowboy football. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. They are so ridiculous.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, that Tyron thing is scaring me. Scaring me.
Y'all even had Nate Dogg in it with y'all, man. Y'all ought to be
awesome. I love it.
We're gonna get out of here. OG, uncensored champ. Y'all
This
look
is
at
fucking
Steven.
awesome. I love it.
I want to punch that face. Look at Steven, bro.
Oh yeah, Stephen Jones.
Bro,
Yeah, man.
look at him.
He has that turkey neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he
Who
does.
is this? Who you keep showing? She like coming.
One of the cheerleaders, man.
She can get it. That's real.
I'm not.
Hey, hold
Vanilla Ice.
on 1 second.
Is that your blow up doll uncensored? What was that?
Definitely is.
I used to work with her.
Dip her some
I bet you did.
What the fuck was her name? I can't remember.
It was called Doll or Darling, one of the two.
Dip her in a little chocolate. We can dip, but I can't bunny hop though.
Yo, she had like fucking.
Oh my God, it's a good one.
Savage looks like one of those ice. Savage looks like one of those ICE agents in LA right now.
ICE out there yesterday, they had their face covered up, man.
Savage has been in character this whole time. I love it.
That's how you do it. That's how the real characters do it. They stay in character. You ever see Undertaker break character? Don't break it. No,
never say never.
No,
she went from that to that.
That's scary.
I believe
that's fucking
from that to that.
Oh man, that's crazy.
A lot of girls get addicted to that shit. A lot of plastic surgery.
Yo, did y'all see the y'all hear about the shooting on the Las Vegas Strip last night?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Two dudes had a YouTube beef. They met up in front of the fucking Bellagio and got into a shootout. 2 people fucking died.
Where's Simon at? Have you heard from Simon?
OG's putting a fucking contract in front of this camera. That's a bad idea, man. Don't do that.
Hey, did you hear about the fight at the candy store last night? 2 suckers got licked.
Don't answer.
Oh God.
He been waiting to use that dad joke for a long time.
He don't know. He got 1,000 of them. Trust me.
You know the warmest place in the house?
Here you go.
Oh God. Here we go.
It's always in the corner of each house because it's always 90 degrees.
Oh, good.
That's not true. It depends on if my wife is there or not.
Oh my God. Oh.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Why would you put your wife in the corner?
That's not what you said. You said what's the warmest place in the house? Think about it. Grown man
corner.
conversation. Grown man
90
conversation.
degrees. I was talking about corner.
Wow.
Cowboys corner.
Grown man conversation.
Corner, I got one for you.
What happened?
Why did the bicycle fall over?
They didn't have no kickstand.
It was too tired.
Oh my God.
LOL.
All right, Tim, I got one for you. What do you call fake spaghetti?
What?
Impasta.
This channel is awesome.
This is how Fifth turns into Preacher Fifth every single
Yes.
day.
Yes.
Get out of here. Salute. I gotta go to Fort Worth, then AZ, and then back home.
You going forward tomorrow?
I'll be there when.
If my aunt had nuts.
When you getting back home, family?
Huh?
When you getting back home?
Probably Friday evening, probably.
Okay then. Oh, you putting the miles in? Okay, that's good then.
I run. I don't turn my clock on about 3 hours.
When's the last time you run, Fifth? When's the last time you ran?
Like physically ran.
You say you run. What do you run?
Right. This guy.
He's losing weight. He looking good.
Oh man.
Thank you. I've been trying. I've really been trying. Corner motivated me, man.
That's good.
He did.
I thought I motivated you. Just lay off them sweet.
No, sir. You did.
Also, are you walking? Well, when your truck's parked, are you walking?
Did talk about. No, I do enough work loading and unloading cars. I be soaking wet, sweaty.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Humidity, not because of the work.
I load and
That's
unload.
good then.
It get crazy.
That's humidity. That ain't sweat.
Huh?
That's humidity. That ain't sweat.
No, that's sweat.
That's humidity.
I be having my watch on my Apple Watch. I burn calories, boy. I be burning them.
How much you weigh?
Move it up and down like this.
How much you weigh? How much guesstimated weight you at, Fifth? What you at now?
261.
What's your goal?
200.
Are you laying low on the sweets?
Oh, gee, are you a trainer?
I'm talking
too,
to Fifth.
You a trainer too?
Are you laying low on your sweets, Fifth?
Are you a trainer too, OG?
I'm trying to help Fifth out. Lay low on your sweets and grab some Nancy yogurt and grab some berries and while you're in the truck and throw in the cooler and
horrible advice. Horrible advice.
No, wonderful advice. Believe me, wonderful. Just because you got bad habits, Burger King and all that, when you go on your break up the street, you go around the corner, you don't pack a lunch. I'm sure there's nothing in there for you. I don't know. I don't know what your freeze about to look like at work. But great advice for you. Nancy yogurt with some probiotics and grab you some berries, blueberries, whatever you want to throw it in there and throw in your cooler. And then that's your sweets. And leave it at that. And then throw some low carb wraps with you, and then fold some lunch meat or avocados and all that, and take it with you. Stay away from that fast food, and you'll drop quick.
Horrible advice.
No, just listen to me, bro. I know. I ran a long time. I know what it's about.
Yeah, you
lower your sodium under 2,000 sodium a day, and you'll drop that weight.
I'm already here. Oh, trust me, OG. I know my heaviest weight was 384.
Damn. Yeah. You come a long way.
Couldn't see the remote beside him.
My heavy, I was heavy. I was really heavy.
Well, just keep it up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Appreciate it, man. I definitely will, man. I appreciate that. But I do like the berries though, and the yogurt. I can't lie, the yogurt.
Yeah. Eat healthy, stay healthy, and grab some watermelon too.
Oh, the yogurt.
Grab some watermelon.
Yo, a good snack. You get the Greek low-fat yogurt, and you put
too much sugar. Too much sugar in that. You got to go Nancy's or the other one.
Great advice, Savage. That's great advice.
Too much sugar. Too much sugar. Don't listen to that outfit. Too much sugar in that Greek yogurt.
That was great advice.
So get any type of healthy yogurt, and then put a scoop of chocolate protein powder in it. Mash it up.
You can mix it up.
It's just like chocolate mousse.
No, don't listen to that. Get that Nancy yogurt. That Nancy.
No, get you some sugar-free Rocky Road ice cream, and then get heavy sugared Hershey syrup and put it on that and balance it out.
Balance it out. Don't do it.
Balance it out. I swear to God, I was a kid. I worked in a bagel
store. Don't give in to your flesh. Don't give in to your flesh, family.
I gotta go. It's already 7.
All right, God bless everybody. All right, everybody have a great week.
I swear to God, I was a kid.
Hey,
I was working in a bagel store.
We gonna come on to my show, family.
All right, fuck it.
I got you. What you were saying about working in a bagel store, Savage?
When I was a kid, I was working in a bagel store, and this guy comes in. He goes, "Let me get low salt ham, low salt Swiss on a salt bagel." And I'm like, "You're joking, right? You're joking." But I made it.
What the fuck is this?
What is that? Is that censored?
Yeah, man.
What he do?
Jeez.
Yo, everybody be blessed. We getting out of here. I'm tired.
All right. Good night, everybody. Be cool. Bye-bye.
All right, man.